Hola a todos, ¿cómo están? Espero que estén muy bien. Estamos en un nuevo video de Identity V. Esta vez vamos a continuar con el modo historia. Ya vimos hoy el tema de jugar al cazador y el conejo. Así que vamos a seguir, pero con el modo historia. ¿De acuerdo? Ah. Celebración de verano. Este retrato me gusta. Muy bien. Ok, listo. Ok, listo. Algo más. Okay. Supongo que ya. Sí. Acá esto. No lo encontraba. Ok. Cambio retrato. Tenemos este, que es más bonito. Ok. Esto. Y tenemos esto acá. 4. Muy bien. esto. Ok. Vamos a abrir a ver qué onda. Este personaje, el mago. Wow, miren todo esto, todas estas skins. Me gusta. ¿Qué? Justo me sonó el otro celular, perdón. Ok, bien. Vamos a continuar. A ver, acá, evento de tiempo limitado. No sé por qué me sale todo esto. Por esto. ¿Qué más hay? Ok. Entiendo. Qué lindo. Ah, claro. Me encanta, ¿eh? Ok, listo. Supongo que ya. ¿Esto qué es? Ah, son... Ok, ya entendí. Bueno, vamos a ingresar al modo historia después de tanta vuelta, así que vamos a seguir con esto.
The content of the diary from my first day of investigation left me restless all night. Those referred to as hunters and those strange events are far beyond reason. But the records do reveal a frightening truth. Perhaps I can only find out what they experienced by experiencing it for myself.
Opa.
Did you sleep well, miss? Breakfast is served. Feel free to enjoy some in the dining room.
A las 7, o sea, son las 7 AM. Me sorprende ver a la medalla milagrosa ahí.
The butler seems to know the preferences of each guest. I wonder which one was prepared for me.
100%. Ok, vino. Va. Y el otro, el último. ¿Saben qué? Me convence más esta, ¿eh?
She has a tall and toned figure, so she's either of Eastern European descent or engages in outdoor activities all year round.
Oigan, el diseño de la ropa, la calidad es preciosa, la textura es real al 100%, ¿eh?
No expensive accessories, but the quality and tailoring of the clothes are superb. I can tell she's wealthy and isn't fond of extravagance. Her face may be hidden away, but based on the skin of her neck, she's definitely still young. Good morning. You must be Mrs. Plinius. A reporter.
Millie Plinius. Nice to meet you.
May I ask why you came here?
There's a unique species of bees nearby. I'm here to study them.
Were you just at the greenhouse?
Yes. The lord of this manor is growing some special plants, so I was conducting some initial observations.
You study botany too?
My husband was very skilled in that field, and I helped him with some of his research, so I've dabbled in it a little.
Are the special plants you mentioned earlier those ferns? Why are they growing here?
It is quite unusual indeed. With the exception of a few plants like cornflowers, most ornamental plants prefer acidic soil. Those ferns are no exception. The lord of the manor prepared a type of artificial soil just to grow it. I've only ever seen that kind of soil owned by a family of aristocrats in the Mediterranean.
You have my condolences.
Risk is always present in life, just like it is in research. It is in the past.
Good morning, Mr. Kreberg.
Good morning.
I can't tell if it's a lack of rest or something else, but Mr. Kreberg looks a little upset. I presume you're the novelist the butler mentioned.
¿Cómo cambia la animación cuando muestran a un personaje nuevo?
There are wet spots on his cuffs that look like the work of dew. Where did he go so early in the day? It seems Orpheus's work has brought him a considerable amount of income. Dressed in the latest design, with carefully groomed hair and accessories. Perfect for a rising star in the world of novelists. I've read many books written by Orpheus, but I've never met you in the flesh.
Good morning, Mrs. Plinius. I didn't expect to see you here.
Good morning, Mr. Orpheus.
Good morning. I'm Orpheus, a novelist.
It's an honor. A reporter. Is Orpheus your real name?
Forgive me, miss. Only my pseudonym can be used in public. It's part of my agreement with my publisher.
That's all right. We're not here to socialize anyway.
Mr. Butler, are there any plans for today? When will we get to meet the Lord?
My lord invites all of you to Kreberg Racecourse at the west of the manor this afternoon.
Kreberg Racecourse? I thought it was abandoned after that incident.
It is as you say, the racecourse is not active. My lord merely asked that all of you go there this afternoon. Besides that, please keep the promise you made upon accepting the invitation. Do not wander around at night, and do not leave the main building before receiving a second invitation.
The butler seems to know something. But relatively speaking, I'm more interested in what Mr. Orpheus mentioned. Mr. Orpheus, what does the thing you mentioned earlier refer to?
Around 10 years ago, an Irish nobleman, Manus du Capet, acquired this manor. His noble conduct was very popular. The middle-class families in the vicinity hoped to marry off their daughters to him. But Manus fell in love at first sight with a noblewoman from Austria, Mary. However, Mary grew depressed after the wedding. The depression was attributed to Mary's lack of suitable social venues. Manus built a racecourse for her. The horse races there soon became the hottest social event in town. Everything seemed to be going in the right direction, until Mary committed suicide in the racecourse, and an ominous air filled the place. The tragedy didn't end there. Not long after Mary's death, racehorses galloped out of the track and caused a fatal stampede, ultimately embroiling Manus in a lengthy lawsuit. Maybe it was the pressure from the claimants, or it was the sorrow from the death of his wife. Manus went mad, and he was never seen again. As for the manor, it was sold off by Manus's creditors.
Wow, qué increíble. No sé ni qué decir, la verdad.
Why is the race course called Kreberg?
Kreberg was the maiden name of the wife of the manor's previous owner.
It seems like he really loved his wife. So why did Mary take her own life?
There are many theories about that. Some say Mary had an affair with a jockey, and she was condemned for it. She couldn't take the pressure, and took her own life. Of course, some say it was a murder, disguised as a suicide. After all, there's always a price to pay for being unfaithful. Just like those insects, right, Mrs. Plinius?
I didn't expect you to be so interested in etymology, Orpheus. However, insects are unlike humans. They do not betray easily because there is more than a single price to pay. Speaking of which, we have a Kreberg with us too.
I'm sorry to say that I'm French. Forgive me, but I wish to rest a while longer. I'll see you in the afternoon.
It's common knowledge that the Mary from Austria, whose head and her crown fell together, was from France.
Oh, bueno.
I'm going to continue my research in the greenhouse. I'll see you both in the afternoon.
I plan to have another look at the collection in the living room. See you in the afternoon, Miss Reporter.
There seems to be more to their relationships. I should get a better understanding of my playmates before the game begins. I'll start with the famous novelist.
Wow, terminamos el primer capítulo. Ok. Se nota que esconden algo realmente. O sea, ok, ignoremos el chat, ¿no? Se nota realmente que esconden algo. O sea, no sé qué pensar realmente. ¿Qué me sale? Cambiar retrato. No, ok, tengo todo esto nuevo. Ok. Ok, necesito ver qué skins tengo. Skin tengo. Ok. Listo. Ok. Detective. Ok, a ver. Ok. Vamos con los sobrevivientes. Ok, ya estoy en... Necesito saber cuál es el que tengo. Porque no me acuerdo. Porque quiero desbloquear el personaje con el que tengo skin. ¿Tienen? Vamos a poner F. Ok, tenemos emotes. Ok, todo esto. Ok. Listo. Ok. De sacerdotisa no tengo nada, creo. Ok, atuendo. No tengo nada, tampoco. Ladrón, sepulturero. Pasa que no me acuerdo. Se la debo. Y la cagada es que no... No me gusta comportamiento. Ok, ella tiene más. A ver los atuendos de ella. Niña fantasma. Wow. Fresa. Tengo algo. No sé. Wow, qué skin. Esta, a ver. Voy a ver esta. Qué bonita. Ok. Acá hay uno. Atuendo. No es la gran cosa el atuendo, pero no está mal. Muy bien. ¿Quién más está? A ver. Comportamiento. Muy bien. Porrista. Ok, listo. Ahora Hunter. ¿Qué tenemos? Escucha, creo que tenemos este, que era el de la intro. Ay, perdón. Este comportamiento que tenemos. Y tenemos este, que con este tenemos atuendo, que es este. Listo. Muy bien, entonces podemos hacer prueba disponible de cualquiera, porque ya la mayoría está ya con su respectiva esquina, así que estamos bien. Así que... ok. Vamos a hacer una partida. Y vamos a ver qué tal nos va. Ok, tenemos dos doctoras. Ok, son... ya entendí. Uy, ya me está empezando a latir el corazón. Ok, básicamente estoy siendo... Ok. Ay, Dios, no sé cómo escapé. Bueno, mi silencio denota todo, ¿no? Bueno, vamos a seguir un poquito más de la historia principal. Ages of Memories, Chapter 2.
Everyone seems to be hiding a secret. Perhaps I can start with that mysterious novelist and gather some useful information. Strange. Mr. Orpheus isn't here.
Ok, camina. Para acá. Ok, ahí. La chimenea. Sí. Tenemos que ir para la chimenea. Acá.
It's cold. It should have been extinguished a long time ago. It's fixed to the fireplace. Huh. It's moving. Nothing happened. Did Mr. Orpheus never come here and go out the back door instead? Then... maybe I can have a chat with Mr. Kreberg.
Ok, a ver.
Was that Mr. Kreberg? Where is he going?
¿Dónde va? Qué raro.
I lost him. I must find a place with a better view. There's a lookout. I should be able to see the entire race course from up there.
Ah, este es el hipódromo abandonado. Miren lo que es este lugar. Tengo ganas de recorrer un poco antes de ir por ahí. Acá supongo que estuvieran los caballos, sí. Miren acá. Acá hay uno. Ah, no. No está vivo, ¿no? ¿O sí? Ya que me dan un poco de libertad para explorarlo, voy a hacer, ¿no? Antes de ir al lugar respectivo. No creo encontrar nada porque realmente... Acá habrán ido como a atar los caballos, ¿no? Por acá. Allá está... ¿Dónde se sentaba? El palco. Palco de la tribuna. Está realmente abandonado este lugar. Bueno, vamos al mirador ya. Mucha vuelta. Ah, mire, podemos cambiar de forma de caminar o correr. Bueno, como ya nos estamos acercando. Capaz un poquito más. Ahí.
I need something to climb up there. Maybe I can find something useful in the stable over there.
Investiga los establos y busca algo para trepar. ¿Por dónde subí? No, por eso no, por acá. Júrame que es el mismo establo donde estuve. Ah, pues sí.
Found it. This should help me get up there.
Ok. Animación.
Great. It seems to still be working.
¡Wow! ¡Qué bonita! Me gusta.
The deserted stands are in disarray, and many things have been damaged. Three mounds, two of which have cornflowers in bloom on them.
Ahí está. ¿Qué está haciendo?
Found him. I need to get a closer look. He seems to be looking for something. I need to get an even closer look.
Ay, dale. Apenas caminó.
He seems to be looking for something. I need to get an even closer look.
Who's there?
Mr. Orpheus. It would seem none of us are following the rules.
The spirit of exploration isn't a terrible quality. However, exploring aimlessly is usually futile. Isn't that so, Mr. Kreberg from Austria?
What do you know?
I investigated all the assets of this manor before coming here, including this racecourse that is named after your family, and the legend of the cornflowers. Oh, and Blue Hope.
Please, do tell.
In its prime, the Kreberg racecourse was a renowned racecourse where even its popular horses were quite famous. The most famous among them was the racehorse that came to be known as the White Steed of Death. During every race, its rider would invite a lucky lady to pin a flower on it as a victory blessing. And the lucky lady was usually Mary. As for the flower she chose, it was the cornflower. The cornflower, which symbolizes a happy encounter, soon became ironclad evidence used by the people to slander her and the rider of an impure relationship. But they seem to have forgotten that the horse went berserk and caused a trampling incident later on. The White Steed of Death was once known as Cyanus. It was a symbol of love that Manus had gifted to Mary. And they forgot that the cornflower had always been the crest of Mary's family, just like the one on your tie.
If what you said is true, is it wrong that I've come here to pay my respects to a late relative of mine?
Oh. So Manus buried Mary here. Someone offered a high price for the location of Mary's grave back then, to pay homage to a beautiful lady who died unjustly. Yet their search came up empty. Later on, some rumors surfaced about Manus going mad and taking her remains with him.
They don't seek to pay homage to her. All they want is that gem.
Aren't you the same?
I'm not interested in that cursed thing.
What a pity. You may have heard that besides being a novelist, I'm also a detective. And finding things just happens to be what detectives are good at. I even plan to help out a little, in exchange for some things.
In exchange for what?
¿Qué le habrá dicho?
Deal.
¿Trato hecho? Dale, ¿en serio?
So, where should we start?
After Mary passed away, my family sent multiple letters to Manus asking for the dowry to be returned. Especially Blue Hope. But Manus never wrote back. Until the day he went missing and someone brought a letter from him to Mary's father.
She rests eternally at her beloved place and with her beloved.
Mary loved 3 things from childhood: praise, jewelry, and horses. This is the only place I can think of where all 3 meet.
After the incident, Manus killed Cyanus to appease the people's anger. So, you think he buried Mary with Cyanus? Along with Mary's favorite gem?
I don't know. That's as far as I can get.
We can start by searching for Cyanus's burial spot. The substance secreted by rotting remains sometimes changes the pH value of the ground, and it takes a long time to restore balance. Perhaps we can try to search for anything unusual at places where a horse may be buried. Like the stables, for example.
Mr. Orpheus seemed to be giving me a hint. Cornflower. Remains. Beloved place.
The substance secreted by rotting remains sometimes changes the pH value of the ground, and it takes a long time to restore balance.
With the exception of a few plants like cornflowers, most ornamental plants prefer acidic soil.
No, al revés. Este con este. Perdón, me salió medio raro el pero bueno, pasa que estaba como concentrada, así que mira vos.
It's not at the stables. I think I know where Mary and Cyanus are buried. The hill among the three that is only covered in withered grass. Maybe I can locate the necklace before they do.
Ok, vamos al montículo entonces.
No coffin. And these are not human, huh? What's this?
I have to say, you're really sharp, Mr. Kreberg. You have the makings of a detective.
Oh no, someone's coming.
You have an analytical mind, Mr. Orpheus. But being too brilliant may not always be a good thing.
Looks like someone beat us to it.
Oh? Isn't it you and your companion who beat me to it? Mr. Orpheus? Show yourself. If I'm not wrong, it's you, Miss Journalist.
Oh my goodness.
Bring that box over and put it down on the ground here. Get over there. Turn around and don't look back until you hear a gunshot. Otherwise, it will be the last thing you hear.
It's in our best interest to listen to him. There are calluses on his palm, so he should be good with a gun.
¿Quién nos disparó?
Mr. Orpheus, don't you think it's strange? Mary's coffin isn't here. So where did Manus take her?
That depends on what Mary loves more than horses, jewelry, and praise.
What was that? Maybe we should leave this place first.
Okay. Perdón.
The gate seems to be controlled by this keypad.
Now it all makes sense. I saw quite a few cipher machines around the racecourse. It must be something the master of the manor prepared for the game in the afternoon.
Have you found a way to decode them?
I think I have an idea, and it may be worth a try. We should start with the largest machine at the center of the racecourse.
This seems to be the same cipher machine mentioned in those diaries. It looks like a cipher machine that must be decoded with a key, but I don't know what the key is.
I think I know. What's wrong?
I'm all right. It's just that I'm not used to the sound.
Why don't you look for the other cipher machines? And we'll meet back here. You can leave the decoding to me.
Ok. Allá. Allá hay uno. Allá hay otro. Me quedan dos. A ver, quiero ver si hace el mismo. Sí. Está señalando para allá. Este, ok. 4. Sin brillando a pesar de todo, ok. Allá. Ok, tengo que ir para aquel lado.
What's with this noise again? And why are they amplified today?
I think I know how to decode them.
I found 5 other cipher machines.
Then now... Who... is that?
Who is...
Un fantasma.
I'll distract her! I'll leave the rest to you!
Ok, ¿qué va a pasar ahora? No sé cuánto llevo grabando ya, pero... Dios, quiero esperar a que aparezca en el... Ok. Ah, no, no.
The gate is open. Where's Mr. Orpheus? Alice. Alice.
Eurydice.
Someone is calling out to me.
Mm.
That voice. He's calling. I'm here.
¿Quién habrá sido?
I'm happy to see you awake. Mrs. Plinius said you fainted in the greenhouse. Fortunately, Mr. Orpheus was there.
I've sent for the doctor in the city, but the storm last night destroyed the roads, so they can't return for now. But Mr. Orpheus is knowledgeable about medicine, and according to his preliminary diagnosis, you seem to be fine. I've instructed the kitchen to prepare some liquid food for you, and I'll go get it immediately.
Thank you. May I know how I got back here?
I found you unconscious at the racecourse's entrance. Perhaps you fainted from fear or shock? I carried you back here. I ran into Mrs. Plinius at the gate. I was forced to ask for Mrs. Plinius's help to prevent the others in the manor from learning that we took action on our own.
Where's Mr. Kreberg? Did he come back here?
I'm not sure. No one has seen him. Mrs. Plinius, the servants, none of them have seen him.
It depends on whether the servants are telling the truth. In fact, I've been in the greenhouse all day, so I don't know if anyone has gone in or out of the main building.
He ran away?
I've been to his room, and all his belongings were still there.
If that gem was his objective, then he has achieved it. Perhaps he felt it would be too risky to return and get his belongings?
When I said all, I meant the gem as well.
That's so unusual.
So I have reason to believe that he may be watching in secret. I've told Mrs. Plinius about the incident at the racecourse, and it seems the situation here is more dire than I ever imagined. Although I know there's no such thing as a free meal, I don't want to suffer an accident before the banquet even begins. Obviously, we must be wary of the elusive Mr. Kreberg right now. So in my opinion, it's always better to have more allies.
I agree. Then perhaps we should be more honest with each other, for the sake of our temporary alliance. For example, building trust by starting with the reason we're here. This manor's reputation isn't the best. I'm sure some materials and a specimen are not worth taking such a risk.
An article isn't worth it either. I don't mind. What about you, Mrs. Plinius?
I agree.
Then, who will go first?
In order to show my sincerity, I will go first. My presence here is linked to my husband's death. As reported by the papers, his cause of death was a type of rare bee venom. Although it's a rare occurrence in the field of biology, it isn't unheard of. I wasn't suspicious at first. But while sorting through my husband's belongings, I discovered that he hadn't recorded those bees in his observation notes. My husband was an extremely meticulous person, toward people and even more so toward his research. So there shouldn't have been an unrecorded species of bees in his apiary. And not too long ago, I received a bee specimen from this manor, and it was the exact rare bee species. He invited me to a game here. And in exchange, he would provide information on that bee species and the cause of my husband's death. Who's going next?
Then I'll go ahead. I said that I was here to gather material, and it wasn't entirely a lie. But the subject of the material is me.
Creo que tengo un nuevo crush.
My father owned this manor before Manus did. He was a kind and gentle man who loved art and doing charity work. Our family lived happily here, but his kindness did not receive the reward it deserved. The forest ranger we hired colluded with bandits. They killed my parents and ransacked the manor. I managed to survive by hiding in the cellar. Later on, a relative of mine placed me in a nursery and sold off the manor to Manus at a low price. As for the bandits and forest ranger that destroyed my family, they've gone missing. I've been searching for them throughout these years, but I always come up empty. This went on until not too long ago when the newer owner of the manor sent me something and claimed to possess clues on the forest ranger's whereabouts. And the clue is the game's prize.
What did he give you?
A piccolo. It was what the bandits used to trick the guards into opening the manor's gates back then. All right, Miss Journalist. Tell us your story.
Come in.
Miss, I've brought you dinner. Dinner is served for everyone else as well. Please enjoy your meal on the first floor. Lisa will take care of her.
Too many things have happened today. Miss needs some rest. And we can continue tomorrow.
That dream again. Maybe it's a warning. A warning for me to finish this as soon as possible. According to my colleague in my investigation, the main character in every story written by Orpheus has links to cold cases. They're either the victim or suspect. And in the latest story, I am the character. Bandits. Piccolo. Forest rangers. It's obvious he knows the past very well. And his knowledge may even surpass the police files. He knows it so well that it's suspicious. If he wasn't a participant, he must have been a survivor. According to my knowledge, the only possible living survivor of the incident is... Could it be him? But I feel like I've missed something in his story.
The forest ranger we hired colluded with bandits. They killed my parents and ransacked the manor. I managed to survive by hiding in the cellar.
Wait, cellar. As far as I know, the main building never had a cellar, at least not before I left. Was it just a mindless mention? Or... There's still time before dawn. I can use the stormy night to restart my investigation. Then...
Vamos al corredor. Ok, ese vidrio roto fue de la carga.
How did they get inside?
Remember the nightingale in the story? You're braver than her.
Take her and run! And don't turn back!
Tómenla y corran. No... Bueno, no volteen atrás.
Where did those kids go?
¿Dónde se fueron estos niños?
Shh. Don't be afraid. We'll meet again.
No tengas miedo, nos volveremos a ver. O nos volveremos a encontrar.
There doesn't seem to be anything worth investigating here. Maybe I should try the living room. But Mrs. Plinius's room is right by it. It's best if I avoid alarming her. Then...
Vamos al comedor.
There doesn't seem to be anything worth investigating here. Maybe I should try the living room. But Mrs. Plinius's room is right by it. It's best if I avoid alarming her. Then...
Ok, se va a estar.
This is the only place I haven't investigated.
No sé qué tengo que ver, realmente. Me cae que no me marque nada para ver. No entiendo. No entiendo eso. Voy a volver a entrar. Cámara secreta. Ok, ya entiendo.
Then...
La cámara secreta que estaba en la
This
sala
is
de
the
estar.
only place I haven't investigated.
Precisamente acá. Pero apreté acá y no pasa nada. No sé. Tocar a lo loco como si no hubiera un mañana.
Wait, the flooring sounds off here.
Al fin.
What have I missed?
Muchas cosas, ¿no? Ok, a ver qué encontramos.
Ventilation-wise, the air is quite clean here. Someone must have accessed this place quite frequently.
Investiga el sótano. Ok, ahí hay uno.
This place looks like a laboratory. There's still half of it left. I think it's some kind of regent. An emergency operating table and restraints. These restraints have been used frequently. These symbols...
A ver.
What do these symbols represent? This is a symbol my father designed. The mark of the muse. Maybe I can test them.
Qué arriesgada. Ah, no. Ok. Por el ratoncito.
Looks like a psychedelic drug.
¡Oh, la mierda! Velocidad.
The siren song. It does look like a terrified sailor entrapped by sirens. Is this why we experienced hallucinations at the race course?
Y el tercero. Ah, no, los cuatro. Ok, los cuatro.
Nothing happened. The symbol and records are linked to its effects. If Siren represents terrifying hallucinations, then what does Mnemosyne represent? Huh? What's it doing back here? Who's there? Who's there? Was it him?
Ah, me encanta esto. Ok. Ok. Ok, no sé cómo lo hice, pero digamos que sí. Ah, digamos que soy una genia. Ok. Disculpen, me estoy tapando. ¿Ese no es el lugar donde se juega al gato y el ratón? ¡A la mierda!
Who's there? What was that?
¡Ay! Ay, no, me salió mal. Sí, intentémoslo de nuevo. Tengo que atravesarlo y después tirarlo. Ok. Esto lo vamos a omitir, ya lo vimos.
Alice?
Wow.
Why am I back here? Was it a nightmare?
Good morning, miss. Breakfast is ready. Please enjoy your meal in the dining room on the first floor. Oh, and a new guest arrived today.
Ok, ya estuvimos grabando mucho. Lo voy a dejar hasta acá. Antes que nada vamos a hacer la tirada de esto. Mm. 1500, oh. Ah, me refui. ¿Para qué? Acá. 1528. Ok. Ah, tengo acá abierto. Varón Bruno, el destripador. Ok. Voy a ahorrar para comprar de estas contenido. Ok. Así que, bueno. Nada, espero que les haya gustado el video. Espero que les haya gustado, que se hayan divertido. Bueno, ya saben, todo eso. Sí. Vamos a ver acá en Hunter y vamos a sacar atuendo. Listo. Vamos a poner 0. Listo. Muy bien. Espero que les haya gustado, que se hayan puesto como yo tan tensos. La verdad que es un montón de cosas, hay que descubrir un montón de cosas. Así que, nada. Bueno, ya seguiremos mañana. Ya saben, denle like, comenten, compartan, hagan todo eso. Recuerden que estos videos van a ir sin edición, así que van a estar tal cual. Así como va, los publico. Para que sea más dinámico. Así que bueno, nada. Cuídense, nos vemos mañana. Voy a ver si mañana hago directo. Vamos a ver. Me gustaría estar jugando este juego en directo. Así jugamos con subs. para los que estén más avanzados en el juego. Así que bueno, nada. Cuídense, nos vemos mañana y adiós.